Hello! Today it's all about the similarities and differences between LEGO minifigure and Minidoll heads. BrickoMotion. Minidolls versus minifigures. Head on! The head is a substantial part of a mini, so it's important to know how to use it. We'll again only look at the human-like minis. That means no aliens, green or grey, no robots, no dogs, no flies, no mop people, you get the idea. And I'll give out points to the minis for outstanding achievements wherever I find them. A quick note about the terminology: I'll use stud when referring to the round shapes on top of Lego pieces with the Lego logo molded into them, and knob when talking about the stud-wide ring-shaped bumps. Shape. A minifigure's head is a round brick that's somewhere between a 1x1 and a 2x2 round brick. And out of these three, it definitely looks best on a minifig torso. And it has the best chances of rolling off my desk while I'm working. The fig's neck is integrated into the bottom part of the headpiece, and it connects to the body with a stud-wide hole. At the top of the head, there's a knob. That makes the heads easily stackable. What can be convenient if you're constructing a head tower? Not creepy at all. Even a superficial comparison of the doll and fig head pieces will reveal a lot of differences. A Minidoll's head is shaped like a simplified human head. Its most prominent features are the chin and the nose. They also use three slightly different molds. One for all female characters, one for boys, and one for adult men. All of them attached to the body via a bar-wide hole, and they all have a knob on top. The neck isn't a part of the head, but the body. So, it's easier to make a head on a stick, but you'll need to get a bit creative if you want to stack the heads. You win some, you lose some. In spite of all the differences, there are many similarities too. Both have no ears, rely heavily on prints to have a face, are roughly the same size, and have a knob on top. The last two characteristics allow them to interchange almost any piece of headwear. Prints. For a mini to have a face, it needs to be printed on. We'll look at how well the faces reveal the emotion, gender, and age of the mini. The minifigures started their face evolution journey with a curved line and two dots. This smile is very simple and yet very effective in communicating the joy the mini is feeling. Most modern figures have a mouth, eyes, and eyebrows. Female minifigures also have lips and eyelashes. No matter who or what the fig is representing, the face is wonderfully expressive. Sometimes maybe even too much. At some point, LEGO experimented with noses on the figs, but it didn't stick. It's easy to see why. Older people and kids are represented very well, while the difference between a teen and an adult can be hard to spot. The dolls also started with a simple smile and eyes, and eyebrows, eyelashes, and lips. They had more detail than the standard minifig face, but it still conveyed the same emotion. Since then, the Minidolls have grown their emotional spectrum considerably. The focus of all of the Minidoll themes are teens and their parents, so they are great at distinguishing them. We still don't have an official child or a senior Minidoll, so we can't officially review them. However, my attempts at simply painting the facial hair grey or white give me reason to believe that the elderly will be decently represented, when LEGO decides they are worthy of representation. From this, we can see that the prints on the minis are fairly similar. The biggest difference is in how the eyes are portrayed. The doll's eyes are more anatomically correct, but that doesn't really add or detract anything from the mini's ability to show anger, excitement, or indifference. That's why both the dolls and the figs get a point in expressiveness. Hooray! But wait, there's more. we are not done with prints. Because of the axisymmetrical nature of a minifigure's head, it's possible to print two faces onto it. It's advisable to cover the second face with a headwear item, just to avoid some awkward situations. Some faces and hair pieces are better at this than others, but it's still an excellent option to have. So the minifigures get their second point. It's 2-to-1 for the figs. Neck accessories. The neck is a popular place among minis to squeeze in an accessory. Mostly capes, but also armor, wings, necklaces, beards, and other. The figs can't use any of the doll's things. Not the capes, not the necklaces, not the heads. Due to the Minidoll's slimmer neck, they can put on everything a minifigure can. True, many of the accessories will aesthetically not be the best fit or will at least wobble, but you can use them. You can even use a figure's head on a Minidoll. It's not a secure fit without some help, but again, it can be done. I've made a whole video about how to stabilize that connection, but since I know you're too lazy to click that card, here's a short version. You use a contraption. That's an element that looks like this and is made by cutting off a part of one of these pieces. Placing the contraption onto a Minidoll's neck allows you to securely install a minifigure's head on a doll's body. Congratulations! You've made a LEGO Chimera person! Yay! Right off the bat, you can see that the practical uses for this technique are limited. Nevertheless, this ability to borrow accessories and heads from the figs earns the doll their other point today, making the final score of the battle 2-2. If we add that to the 6-4 result for the Minidolls from the previous two battles, we can see that the dolls lead 8-6 in the war. But don't rush to declare the winner, because in the final battle, the minis will have to strike a pose. That means I will be judging them on how well they move, and then the war is going to be over, I think. Bye bye!